truly was a surprisingly beautiful day. The northern eastern part of the town, the exit to the highway, was not even that crowded, something you find yourself saying less and less in the later years. The fallen petals of the blossoming trees were dancing on the blacktop, painting a sweet contrast between pink soft dreams and hard-tire gripping darkness of reality. The sun was governing this scene, providing the purest of balances between too much and not enough. A perfect day for riding. I plan to go to Adancata, probably the closest racing track to Bucharest. The circuit is 4 km long. It features a straightaway that is almost 1 km long, making it a significant venue for motorsport events and racing enthusiasts. The facility offers a variety of services and experiences, including track days, driving schools, and racing events. The circuit is known for its well-maintained track and professional setup, making it a popular destination for both amateur and professional drivers. After exiting the fast-paced highway, making my way through the little villages between fields of rapeseed filled with bright colors and smells, I got bombarded by the ever-roaming bugs. All I wanted is to feel the smell of the flowers. All I got were eyes filled with flying, buzzing little things. After riding the last couple of hundreds of meters on gravel, I finally got to the paved parking lot of the track. Motor Expo by MotoRC, Adancata. Let's see. Welcome to MotoRide Expo by MotoRC on the Adancata racing course. My first time here. Let's see what do they have to offer. I hear a lot of stores, a lot of brands. Let's check it out. CF Moto is here with ATVs and a large bike stand down there. Growing name on the market here. Yeah, I don't know much about, but check this dude out. Yeah, an exposition of bikes, and of course I understand that you can get out on the track with your bike or with other bikes if you had already talked to the people here and arranged to do so. I haven't, but you know, I'm here just to admire. Honestly, it's enough to stick around and admire other people's bike, not necessarily the brand new bikes brought here, but a lot of people with very interesting bikes came around. Check out this beautiful Gixxer, nice stickers. Always love this design of one headlight in the front. There's a BMW there, kind of dirty. Adventure style motorcycle, not bad. We have a classic looking bike, probably pretty old. CF Moto, as I said. There's a scooter and well-known Yamaha. Here's an Indian Scout I tried at the last expo, and I fell in love with the position on the bike. Beautiful bike. I'm very curious to test one of those. Brutal Stacks logo, CBR 650, a Triumph, CF Moto, and a classical Suzuki right here. People are vlogging, presenting stuff here. There's a lot to see and a lot to talk about. A cruiser style motorbike from CF Moto, the CLC. I do appreciate the design. I don't know about the engine, but I do appreciate the design. Looks bobber style, looks comfortable. It's nice. Here's another classical looking bike, very beautiful. Truxton 900 from Triumph. Someone's bike here. Looks great. Let's get closer to the track and see what's happening here. I am for the first time around here, and I don't really have any track day etiquette or something, but I'm curious, and a lot of people here.
So a lot of activity today on the track. People are going out either with their own bikes or bikes from dealers just to test out, not to race or anything. They have special rules for them, and they enjoy apparently the track day. That's fun. I'm not really passionate about speeding and all that, but they even have a small course for probably kids and enduro bikes testing and all that. A lot to see here, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time. They have Biker Mag and Motor Emotion providing equipment and all that, of course. Fun day in the sun, I guess. A bit windy, but it's cool. I'm not going to spend a lot more time of myself here, but yeah, nice things to see, especially given the fact that it's a 3-day event. It was yesterday, it's today, it's tomorrow. Yeah, come and test some new bikes. I would have been curious to test maybe the DFL, and I've seen it in testing here. Probably fun, but that would have been cool if I would have had an appointment with them to actually do that. But it's okay, I don't have the money for it anyway. It's starting raining just a little bit, but they still have to get out and test the bikes while everybody else is inside. Yeah, I don't mind the rain. I'm a bit thirsty and I think I'm gonna visit the food court, but yeah, other than that, they're gonna go on track again, and it's raining. So again, yeah, a motorcycle related video. However, if you come here for an event organized, you gotta know that way in the back there are the toilets, and back in the front they like the stands and the places where everyone is putting their stuff. Check it out. So we have the equipment booths, we have the stands here, we have here people just sit around and watch everything that's happening on the track. So we have the stands, we have some other stuff, we have some expo moto stuff happening there, and other buildings that can be used for various activities. This is the setup for now, for what they are doing right now. Some stuff for kids. Way back there is the food court, we have the stands and the track, of course. But yeah, the configuration might change depending on the type of event. Basically, this entire lot is looking like a parking lot. So So I'm at the food court. They have kebab, they have donuts, and they have fried potatoes and I don't know, like meat and sausages and stuff like that. And the prices are good. The prices are really good. The rainy clouds are about to get out of here, as well as am I, because, well, that was it. My lenses are foggy. Let me just write better. Yep, that was it for me. Moto Expo by RC at Adankata. I was trying to hit another location next to Brasov, but I don't know if I can reach it because it's raining. No matter how much I wanted to hit up another place next to Brasov, it was raining, it was windy, it got cold, and I bet it's even colder in the mountains, so I wasn't able to make it. I'm in Bucharest. Did you know that Bucharest was once called the Little Paris? Probably because we borrowed a lot of architecture from the Parisian style for our buildings, and also because we have that Arc de Triomphe that is similar to the one in Paris. We used that to march our troops on the 1st of December, the National Day, underneath it, just to present their equipment and all that. Really, it's a pity to finish up an event so fast during a weekend day just because of the rain, so I chose to ride along some more. Therefore, why not ride on some beautiful streets? This is the Victoria Street, a street that is chosen for a lot of drivers and riders to slowly ride on because you can see a lot of buildings, a lot of architecture. It's a nice attraction for tourists because it puts together a lot of buildings that have some historical meaning, and not just historical as well. You can find churches and casinos and all that. Aside from that, the street is closed for the public during the weekends in the summer, and what I mean by that is that you cannot drive or ride on it. It is just closed for the public, so the public can walk all over it, and it's a nice vibe. I mean, people are gathering and singing in the street or dancing in the street, and a lot is happening. It's really nice to see, especially during the warm, hot evenings in the summer. Nothing to do else than just ride along and probably later on meet some bikers in the official, more or less, points of gathering for bikers around Bucharest, which was the one that you just saw in the Victoria Square, and the other one is in Constitutional Square or Constitution Square, something like that. I usually go both places sometimes just to meet new people. Not a lot of people are agreeable or anything like that, but once in a blue moon you find someone that you can talk to, and it's a great vibe. Oh, also, I talked about how Bucharest is similar to Paris, and it was once called the Little Paris, but do you know why? Just because I put on in the background some music from France,
I bet you did not caught that. Also the fact that the similarities with the spring in Japan and China were caught in the first frames of the video, also with some music from Chinese and Japan culture in the background. Anyway, let's go to Constitution Square and see what's happening there. I'm getting closer and closer, and as I split the house of people on the right and the Constitution Square on the left, I always get photographed right here. It's pretty funny, but they result in great pictures overall, and not like I do have someone to take my photo. Anyway, so let's go and say hello to people around here, see what's happening, and see if we have someone to talk to. And of course, these guys were all up in techniques and how bikes works and what new pieces you have on the bike that you can customize and put in and improve the riding positions, the riding styles, and the performance of the engine, and so on and so forth. So we talked for a long while here about bikes and everything that surrounding bikes. And of course, at some point I had to leave. It was a nice day. Too bad it got rainy at some point, but I got to see Adâncata for the first time. It was a nice occasion, and I got back to Bucharest where the weather was very nice, and I enjoyed an evening of some more riding inside the city. And I said that I enjoyed it just because the streets were not that crowded anymore.